dark and light. Hearken ye, O witches, rune, as we perform our sacred rite. By earth and water, air and fire, by blade and bowl and circle round, we come to you with our desire. Let all that is hidden now be found. We sense a candle, book and sword, and ringing of the altar bell. We tie a knot within our cord to bind our magic in a spell. Mother of the summer fields, goddess of the silver moon, join with us as power builds, dance with us our witches rune. Father of the summer dew, hunter of the winter snows, with open arms we welcome you, dance with us as power grows. Dance with us, our witches rune. Dance with us, our witches rune. Dance with us, our witches rune. Mother of the summer fields, goddess of the silver moon, join with us as power builds, dance with us, our witches rune. Father of the summer dew, hunter of the winter snows, with open arms we welcome you, dance with us as power grows. Dance with us, dance with us, dance with us, dance with us, witches rule. Dance with us, dance with us, witches rule. By all the light of moon and sun, by all the might of land and sea, chant the rune and it is done, as we will so mote it be.
Beautiful song. Hello to the witches, y'all. Okay, so I need some witchy therapy. I actually want to go and watch some movies. I want to go watch Practical Magic because, they hang us. I had a church man hanging me today, boy. Ooh, Lord, it's so biblical. They mad at us because we laugh. As they hang us by our necks, we laugh. We're haunting them. They don't like the fact that we laugh at all of their ploys to make us feel bad about ourselves for using our own power. They say, oh, this woman is better because she's, being a good girl. She has a job. She's not a heathen like you who goes out and makes as much money as you want. Yeah. Hey. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back, y'all. For some reason, I got kind of winded, which I normally don't get, but I just want to say, my goodness, the hatred for witches is real. Oh my goodness, they hate us so much. Even the ones that desire our power, they rather we not exist. You know, they hate us that much. Go through great lengths to do harm to us. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. This is why I like men that are into witchcraft, and not just witchcraft that they're using against women, because you know this kind of fucked up. Hey y'all, can I use shungite for witchcraft, or do other stones work as well? Depends on what you're trying to do. I can't recognize the name of that you're talking about, but So what I wanted to talk about was that's the job of witches, is to transmute energy. We are twisters, we are magi's, and for me, what I've noticed is exposing people publicly is very powerful. People hate being shown. People hate when you show who they really are. They hate it. They hate us even more. But some of the stuff that people do is just, they do it not because they have to do it, because they can. So for me, when something to me, I'm gonna throw it back at you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Sorry. I wasn't talking to Jacob. I was talking to that freaking cat. That cat be acting bad sometimes. So, that witch hunt is real. I had a man last year ask me to leave talking about, you need to get another job. I was like, first of all, he he knows who he is too, as he's watching. He told me, he said, you need to get another job. I said, first of all, I don't have a job. I run my own business. I'm telling y'all, these men involved with the church, they are emulating church men. They don't have any discernment. And they'll sit up there, I'm an evil, I'm disgusting, I'm worthless, I'm nothing, I'm a piece of crap, even though they carry on with the most disgusting relationships. So these men would rather, and I'm going to tell y'all straight the fuck up, they would rather share one woman that they think is valuable, as long as she's not saying that she's a witch. And I feel like this, fuck them. it don't matter. Like they'll be screwing all through the church. They'll know that so and so is sleeping with so and so husband. Don't ain't none of them, having sex with the person that they with. They having sex with they having a lot of sex partners. Like this guy that tried to shame me told me I was worthless, I had no value, and he has a lot of sex partners, a lot. It's funny how they judge you, and they, even though they are sleeping with women that are doing whore activity, they'll call witches whores, but their women in their church, they don't consider them to be whores, so they treat us differently. Y'all see what I'm saying? So it's so weird how, and it's literally the craziest shit ever. And they pride themselves on being hypocritical. Pride themselves on that. Thrive in it. Thrive in being totally full of shit. So it's just crazy how they'll try to bring you down. I had one today, like, I'm like, God damn, dude, like, really? Even when they wrong, they feel like when they attack witches that they're right. Even when they wrong, it's shit. We know that goddess will fucking bring her wrath. That's what they scared of, man. That's why I be sitting back in the cut laughing. That's really what it's all about. The people that you see have a problem with me, they have a problem with witches. They have a problem with witches. You got witch hunters out there. You know what I'm saying? I was screwing a witch hunter. That's all he was. He was a hunter. The problem is that his weapons were weak. All of them. And so I'm kind of wondering if, as a witch, I'm ever going to be able to live in peace, with the people around, especially when it comes to our own black people. I mean, they don't care that it doesn't make any sense. Anything extreme, any judgment, any stigmatization, black people, your own black people are going to use it against you, even though it doesn't make sense. And even though they don't expect to have that used against them, it's just, I guess it's I don't know. It's so weird. That's why for me, oh God, please don't be a church boy. Please don't be a church boy, and don't be a murderer. Men, to me, they're either a church boy following these ridiculous rules that they make them up as they go along, basically. And I guess it's okay. Hey, I'm not hating on them. you know but why do they have to they try, and I quote, try to make us witches feel so worthless? I had one, you have no value. I'm like, yeah, my ancestors gonna get you, motherfucker. That's how witches taught witches. And I can astral travel at any time over to anybody and fucking attack you. You'll feel it. I'm very good at transmitting energy. I will fuck you up. And at that moment, witches will kind of look at you and go, you realize you up. No, instead I'm gonna laugh with you, brother. Why are these black men so against me as a black woman and a witch? The fuck is going on here? It's so weird. Like the hatred, the extreme hatred. Like, and you know what? That's why they're being tested by spirit, because as soon as something happened, this person texting other people, I hate her. I hate her. You ever stop to think where all your hatred comes from, buddy? Like, what's the problem? Like, good Lord, that's a strong word. Hate is a strong word. I think it's because they can't control us. That's why I think they hate us, because they can't control us. What's up, Outer League? Oh, he was angry. He took the hangout down, but he already put the energy out in the universe. And so did I. And it's crazy. It really is. And then, of course, his friends backed him up and supported him, because it's some kind of weirdness. Guys, I swear to you, it's so weird. And you can have somebody out sleeping with women that sleep with everybody, like somebody like him. And see, this is the reason why they took the power away from you. This is the reason why God has took that power away from you. This is the reason why. Because what y'all do is you try to use and abuse your power as a fucking man. That's what you do. And I'm dealing with a case right now just like that. And I've had cases before where the man was a pedophile. I do believe they are pedophiles. I really do. I think that's why they stick together so much. And it's kind of like they expect for you to compete with that. Because that's really why they hate us. Because, you know, it's kind of like the women that they deal with, they advertise their 13-year-old daughters for them. And we all know it's the truth. So they are really, really capable of some disgusting shit, and they're shaming us because we felt sorry for them. Can you imagine? And see, I've got gypsy blood. I do. I'm into that gypsy witch thing, and gypsies, they don't forgive. They will fuck you up. And I'm like, dude, I will fuck you royally. I'm trying to ignore you. And my spirits and ancestors is trying to tell him straight the fuck up. Apologize to our family and ancestors. He's apologized to the Smiths. He's apologized to the Chrismans and even the Wills, but he has not apologized to the Briscoes or the Bostons. Why he feels that he can? Because the representative of my family doesn't have a lot of good sense in her head. And y'all know who I'm talking about, my mother. So a lot of my ancestors are really pissed off right now. And I'm like, dude, I know you just wanted a white woman. I know. That's okay. Okay, I get it. You took my white woman, you took her. Okay. Okay, listen. I'm gonna still need for you to apologize to my ancestors. Otherwise, me and him are gonna be in an all-out war. He disrespected the matriarch of my family. Literally, like they are gonna destroy him. And he don't believe it's real and they deny it, but then when some shit go down and people encouraging that shit, like you need to just like and that's because a lot of black men think that white people are better. That's why the fake faux Saint Michael came on here and apologized to Tiffany, but not a black woman. Or y'all not understanding this? It is direct disrespect to African ancestry. Okay, they are willing to give that up. Yes, they would live. First of all, these men hate the fact that they were born black. That's the truth. Okay, that's why it does no good hating they mamas, because they already hate their own mama because they mama's black and they like, why did you give birth to me? I hate myself. I wish I was a white man, because then, because they have identity issues. So us witches already having that wisdom, Why do people listen to them? The reason why people listen to them is because it makes people feel secure. Abusive men make people feel secure. There's some people that feel very secure by abusive men. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess if you are a woman comparing yourself to another woman, that would be something that you would be interested in because you want this man to validate you. Now, this recent situation, I'm telling you, it's not going to end until I valid like this. So black men are kind of like scared of white women. They're scared of their power, but the black women are the ones that's spanking their asses though. Because they need to show respect for themselves. So I don't care if the black woman is bald headed, if she has long titties that look like she belongs on National Geographic, or if she is dark or light or a single mother or whatever the fuck type of shit you black men out there, and they definitely don't want you to be and they definitely don't want you to be wealthy. That's why y'all got to work with Clonic. Okay, I actually was going to put Clonic's name in the title. Hey, Jacksonville, look, I'm going to look y'all in the face. You have to work with Clonic. Completely destroys. Black men throw the demon of poverty at you. They were doing it today, both of them. They were both doing it today. And for some reason, I mean, first of all, it's never worked. Black power so that you're not dependent on them because they will do things to you. And then, you know what, black women, just stay away from black men that swirl and you'll be okay. Seriously. Stay away from the ones that swirl because you may end up, in a similar situation. And it makes it worse because typically, if they're swirling, they tend to always come back to their own race with some racist undertone. Okay, and it's their way of, that's what they feel. Then they're also a minority. I mean, come on, how often do you run into a black man with serious identity issues, narcissism, low self-esteem, low self-worth? You know what that brother could have did? He could have shook my hand and said, "You know what? I'm sorry that I did what I did to you and your family." But he won't do it because he doesn't think of black people as valuable, because and he doesn't think of himself as valuable. That is the fucking truth. And it is sad. And it does bring a damper on things. And I'm sorry, as Tarot Queen Jamila, I'm not doing that on purpose to black people. I'm not constantly bringing this flying monkey into social media so that he can show how stupid it is. He wants to try to make you blame it on me. I'm not worshiping that woman. He is. I'm not worshiping that woman, those two women. Lamar is. So y'all get it twisted, and it's almost like all of the shame that these black men feel, guess what they do? They put it on to me. They take that energy and they put it all on to me. And I want YouTube to like get out of that. Like seriously, like go to these people's channels and just tell them, like flood their chat rooms, man. They need, you know what these two men need? They need a million woman march just trampling all over them is what they need, because it could have been a respectful situation, but those men chose to be disrespectful because they are racist black men. They wanted to get their KKK card. Now we know how it ends for them. They are so mad. Look, nobody said that it wasn't okay for you to date outside of the black race, but I mean, after 6 years of stalking, I mean, we laugh at it. We're laughing at, oh, trust me, we're laughing at you because, listen, all of the women that you dog out for your demon, they're loved. You know, we can tell that you're not loved. And you know that's all it is too. You don't feel any self-love. You do those things on purpose. I asked this man, I said, listen, out the gates when you came up to me and you were lying on me, you were bearing false witness, and you were slandering me with this white woman to prove something to her. Why did you not think to yourself, why am I doing this to a black woman? Why am I doing this? What did she do to me? I hadn't done anything to this man. And that is what people remember. You'll never make me or black women be the bad guy. Like literally, I gave this dude love, unconditional love. And look at what he did with it. That's what spirit is looking at. That's what Ma'at is looking at. And he, you know, these men, they talk with such authority, but we know that at the foundation of that is weakness and cowardness. Even it's our blood that they hate. They hate the magic. They've been turned against it. So they take this fake stuff and they say, this is what I want to go after. But nobody real does that because most of their white women don't want them. They want their white men. They are a minority. There is only a minority of white women dating black men. Most of the prostitutes won't even take clients from black men. Most of the escorts and the sex workers, they won't even take black men as clients because of the curse that is on them. It's sad, man. It really is. It's sad. And it's kind of like, okay, I know that I reacted and I called you out of your name, but don't you think that it's time for you to go ahead and relent? Do you think that the ancestors are going to teach you a soft lesson or a hard lesson after you've been given 70,000 soft lessons and they're off in their own little world acting like bobbleheads? And this man expects for people to judge me because I had sex with you? People are supposed to judge me and have disrespect and hatred for me just because I had a temporary booty call with you. In fact, I even had a conversation with you where I had a some more conversation with this man. I said, come in, shut up, fuck, and get out. By the way, y'all know that some more. Who is she sisters with that's in Hollywood? I forget. I saw it on Facebook. I told him to be a sex partner. That's it. This nigga tried to tell other men I was worthless. He hated on everything in my life. Didn't give me, and it's like, why do you have so much hatred, little man? Why does he have so much hatred? Why are people okay with this? Why is nobody concerned about this man's mental health? Either one of these men. Do you not think that the hatred that they display for us does not go further than that? How do you know these men aren't going to be violent towards a black woman? How do we know? How do we know they're not traveling around their cities killing black women? How do we know that? You know, they say that a sociopath will show their shit publicly. It's almost like these men are saying, I hate you so much that even though we have distant relatives, even though we come from the same continent, that I won't even give you credit for helping me? Am I not a human being because I'm black? A lot. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm tired of it. And, I know that there was a lot of people that was just like so confused, but it was really difficult. And the result is this of breaking free they just, it goes on and on and on, the hatred, instead of them saying, you know what, I was wrong. And I don't even want to say that they're narcissistic. I just say that they hate themselves. I think self hatred is a disease. And that's not my fault. I didn't ask that man to be that way. It's depressing. It's very sad when you think about it. That's why I laugh at it. That's why I laugh. And I don't get sad about it. Never have I. I've seen what a lot of these black men are doing out here, man. They hate black women. I'm going to tell you that at the core. I'm going to tell you the truth about why me and Mike have so many problems, because Mike hates black women. He does. He used Joy Kane as a guinea pig, but he actually in real life hates black women. At one time, he was talking to me about meeting his mother, and he said, "Do you think your mother would like me?" And he said, "Of course she would. You're light skinned." I said, "What the fuck?" That dude he hates black people, and he really doesn't, and that's a damn shame. All that damn chocolate going to waste. He probably over there bleaching himself. That's a damn shame, all that chocolate going to waste. God damn. But it ain't radiating no energy. It ain't no power in that. So he don't have no fucking power. For real. Yeah, man, that's really how I look at him. Like a lot of these black men be thinking, I'm hurting you. You hurt. You hurting. No, actually, I'm looking at you like you're a fucking idiot. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. It makes no sense, because why even start shit? Okay, you've decided that you hate black people, you hate yourself. We black bitches, we nappy head hoes, we tools, we hoes in the garden, we slaves, we broke, we shit, we ain't shit, we invaluable, we nasty, we disgusting, we trifling. Why the fuck do you fuck with us then? Why do they bother us then, seriously? And then I'm a witch, so they really hate me because I be cursing them and stuff. They girlfriends and shit be arguing with them. They hate me. Nope. I never met his mother. I said that I was asking him. I said, "Do you think your mother would like me?" And he said, "Of course she would. You're light skinned." Yeah, I'm telling the whole truth. So I'm like, well, I kind of was like, I don't know if he was trying to turn me off from meeting his mother, but I wouldn't. I've never met his mother. I've never met any of his family, and I don't want to. Okay, that was a guy that I had a booty call with, and he expected y'all to judge me for the rest of my life, my natural life. That's how and so he doesn't want the truth to get out desperately. He's desperately hiding the truth. And it's like, I'm not going to let you bring me down, buddy. I'm going to fight you to the very end. Is there a problem with that? I mean, come on now. What are we supposed to do? Well, he's a joker. I know he's a joker. I know. I know. Aren't you proud of yourself? Bravo. That's so nice of you. Guys, I swear to you, be a real person, man. Don't ever model after these people. Be a real person. I can promise you that I'm happier than any of these people. I can promise you. I still haven't. I've been meaning to I've been meaning to record a video about this as far as like with these types of people. It's really crazy. And then they try to make you feel bad for going live talking about it. They all in the chat room. It's like, get out of here. You people are psycho. Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much it. I don't care how much money you got. If you are stalking and chasing and doing the stuff that he did, because it's like, okay, okay, I get it. I get it. You're angry. You're upset. But I'm kind of like worth quadruple zillions. So I know my worth, but society tends to judge black women based upon, and me and Mike are not breaking up. We didn't just get divorced. And he keeps cloaking me with that energy and I keep having to fuck his ass up. Do work with Lilith, do work with Lucifer, and do work with chronic black women, please. If you want wealth, work with chronic. Because y'all got way too much. Y'all got y'all men working against y'all. See, that's why the white woman is in a different position as us, because their men are not working against them. We have our men working against us. So y'all better work with chronic. I'm telling you. Changed my fucking life. I'm so glad I got that money in the bank. I'm so glad I'm working with chronic. And you know what? I don't like these men. They will do sex magic and think about you. For me, when I do my sex magic, is with chronic. I've been doing sex magic with chronic lately. So why would I want to be with somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna be with a demon, it's gonna be a king. And chronic is the king. He's definitely very, very powerful. Who is this in the chat room? It is very, very systematic. And I should just be ashamed of myself and bury my head in the sand because I'm just so ugly. I'm just, it just, anybody that doesn't look like, it's obvious that I'm a black woman. And oh, and then he said I was trying to be white. God, he was really giving it up. I'm trying to be white. No cap. Wide mouth. Hold on. I'm wide mouthed. Um, big lips. I'm trying to be white though. I couldn't believe it, guys. And it's a demon. Like, what is wrong with black men these days? We gotta talk about this, y'all. That's why I'm sitting in front of my fireplace. I only got one more log left. Clearing myself of that energy. He was trying to make me feel insecure. Like, what the fuck? That's one of the reasons why they put all their insecurities off onto us. That's why it's very difficult for a black woman to obtain any wealth, because that's why there's a lot of black women, and that's why I watch Miss Archduchess's channel, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Do not get caught up in the baby daddy trap, because these motherfucking nakers, I'm telling you, we call them nakers. All the witches call them nakers. Men like that, we got them cursed. Cursed. You're cursed, honey. I'm sorry, that's terrible. And curse means that you know what curse means? Curse means that you don't get no satisfaction. Everything you want to see. I remember last year the same dude that I love you, I love you, I love you. I heard him live getting he was really upset with me. I heard him live talking about y'all. Y'all. I'm gonna go drive to her house when they throw her out. and record her being evicted. I said, what the fuck? I was like, wow. I was like, why you gonna do that? I texted him. I said, why you gonna do all that? Black men always go back to patriarchy and poverty as if, like, okay, listen, I have a lot of investors. None of them are those men. So all I have to do, black men, is think about it logically. You don't run my business. You don't run my company. You're not an investor. You didn't pay me this 60 grand that I earned. You didn't pay that. You weren't, it's not like y'all rich in secret and y'all were every client. Like these niggas trying to act like they done took over my business and shit. They ain't got no power. Oh my God, it's y'all. I swear. And I'll be like, hey, why can't we just be friends? They don't want to be our friends. They hate us. Like seriously, if they're not trying to, some of them, and the other ones are pretty much taken. The good ones, okay. The like seriously, ladies, we gotta have this conversation, okay? We do, black, especially for my black women. Okay, listen, work with the demon chronic. If you are an entrepreneur and you have a crazy psychotic black man or anybody, chronic will bring you longevity. He will bring you security. I'm secure. I have no issue. I noticed earlier that when I made them feel some type of way about the truth, about the fact that, okay, you hate black women so much that you rather share one white woman. Okay, that's fine. So he immediately began to brag about the time that another black white male supremacy, white black male white power radio Mike, he began to laugh and think that it was a joke. That literally, because I always ask men for money. So I asked him for some money and he wouldn't give it to me. And I was like, nigga, give me, I'm like, you better send me some money. Cause I'm used to him ordering me food. I'm used to him buying me food and feeding me. And he was giving me so many problems in social media and I just needed to rest because I was healing from being exposed to mold. And he was acting a fool because he couldn't get no coochie. Okay, he was acting a fool. And I told him, I said, send me some money so I can order some pizza for me and the kids. No, you deserve to starve. Why would that's not cute or like, first of all, I've got my dinner right in front of me. Okay, and what does that even mean? Like, why do they do that? That's retarded. Like, why do you think that my ancestors would ever do that? You know what I'm saying? So thank the goddess that I've never had any hunger or starvation because of these men. I'm about to go in here and eat some. I've got pizza. I've got cookies. I've got fucking apple pie. I have ice cream. I have vanilla ice cream. I have milk. I have fucking cereal. I have eggs. I have fucking food. If I felt like going in there and making me a fucking omelet with some spinach, I could fucking do it. So it's just kind of like, why is that the first place that y'all go when it comes to black women? And it's irritating. And then at the same time, he was like, bitch, I'm coming on here to try to fuck up your reputation, make you look like a nothing ass bitch while taking up for the white woman because she is my queen. And I don't care that she's having sex with my enemy. But you know what? Like I said, at least she brought those two men together. They seem to be butt buddies now. They are best friends now. I don't get it. I'm like, why don't you just leave me the hell alone? This is it just is crazy, you guys. It really is. He has a lot of supporters over here too. That dude has a lot of supporters, and all of them hate black women too. And he won't leave me the hell alone. He won't leave my channel alone. He won't stop bothering me. He's trying to force me to want this woman that he's in love with. I don't want your woman. So what am I supposed to do? Just become this loser's pet? I'm supposed to just do whatever the fuck he tells me to do? I'm gonna fucking spear him to death. All I gotta do is fucking call Oya and Kali Ma and fuck y'all niggas up. And they be trying to act like your magic doesn't work. They know they be getting fucked up. One of them couldn't breathe the other day, a couple of days ago. This nigga couldn't even breathe. He was like, while he was roasting me. This nigga couldn't even breathe. I said, nigga, go get an oxygen tank, man. Get some breathing treatments. It ain't about them having no love for those women. It's the hatred that they have for us black women and witches. hmm I think, the census has been out doing things. I bet you Mike marked that he was a white Latino on his census. Scared to be black. Totally in the sunken place. Harassing witches. Blaming it on me because I used to know this chick that is now a walking, talking demon, you can tell. Getting mad at other witches that work with me. They are literally shunning other witches and mad at the witches. It's like, well, why don't you take your demonic woman to a church, put a nun's costume on her, and just record a porn, be real sexy with it? I'm mad that they won't share their porn with me. I'm like, let me see it. Now I'm kind of intrigued. I would kind of like to see Mike and Tiffany together. I'm not going to participate, but I just like to see what they do with each other. See how I transmute energy? Now, all I want to do is I want to fantasize about the two of them screwing. And they want to talk about a bad bitch. I'm requesting video footage. Is it for sale? As long as it don't involve no children. As long as ain't no kids involved, I'm good. Cause I don't that to me is just weird. But if it's the two of them together or him, her, and Kat, I'd like to see that. Bring it on. I mean, seriously, what else are we supposed to do? Am I supposed to sit around and go, I'm bitter? I'm mad. Am I supposed to do the black girl shuffle and some shit? Like these people, I swear to God. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. Let me see what this person is talking about. Ladybug. Ladybug. I know who Ladybug is. And they said, Ladybug, no, listen, hit the thumbs up, y'all, though, seriously, because I'm going to have fun tonight. I don't know about y'all. Yes, Latrice, we always loyal to them, even though when we get caught on dating websites, we just looking for new friends. I'm sorry, dude. You like this dude is really crazy. First of all, I didn't get caught on a dating website. I told the dude about it. You're funny, Ladybug. We know who you are. Nothing compares to you having chat, fight, with Tiffany. And Tiffany wants me to want to see the two of them, and she wants me to like want to make love to the both of them or some shit. It's like I'm not looking for that though. I'm not looking for that. I'm not like stop it. I'm serious. That's what it is. And it's funny to me. So now that this has consistently been thrown up in my face, being that I'm a satanic ass bitch, now I've transmuted it to the point where I'm gonna work it into my fantasies. I'm not gonna let it make me feel insecure. You know, especially being that I've been with Tiffany before and I know her quite well sexually. So now I'm thinking about Mike and me and Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? So what does that Jen goddess alike got rid of that person? Wait a minute. Hold on. That might be interesting. You know, just to kind of see, you know, what he does. I don't like I don't know why they seem to be I don't know, it's so weird how they want to halfway tell me about all of the sexy stuff that's happening between the you know six of them or how many of them it is, but they don't want to share with me. Like I'm pretty sure that Tiffany has a lot of simp tapes on Mike. I'm pretty sure she has a lot of simp tapes on Mike. Probably videos. You know, I'm pretty sure that he's been doing penis shows for them, you know, and yeah, it just is so weird. But I'm looking for a monogamous relationship. I'm looking for somebody. I don't want to have a free for all and to have threesomes and orgies and stuff like that. I'm just, you know, maybe I'll watch. I may watch. You know, I would never touch Mike again because, you know, just yeah. I had a halfway fantasy that he was a monogamous type of man, but he sleeps with a lot of people. He does. He does. He's a bad boy. Yeah. Mm. I don't, you know, and then they trying to act like they hiding it. Like you're not hiding anything. I can see what you're doing. They said I was mentally ill. He said I was mentally ill, even though he called me a couple of days and told me that he was messaging her all night long and they were having hot, steamy chat, fight, sex. It was like a whole sexual beef, you know, all night long. But you know, from what a lot of these lesbians are telling me, or women that are bisexual are telling me, from what they're telling me, Mike is captivating these women with my energy, but then he's telling them that he doesn't want me to be involved, you know, that he doesn't want me to watch or anything. So it's kind of like what like what the fuck? So he is so weird. Like you're a man, you're supposed to be able to get these women to do whatever you want them to do. So he doesn't want me involved actually. Okay, I'm just the ugly black bald headed, you know. You see what I'm saying? That like it's so weird. So he's competing with me for these women's affections, and I'm not even a lesbian or bisexual. But I think that like the role that I play in Mike's life is that like I am the bisexual woman that he has in his life to compete with him for women, and it's like he uses his male patriarchy to like, and you know, along with threats of violence, dropping addresses, calling people's jobs, harassment, all of the whole basic necessities of patriarchy. He uses those tactics along with being a man, and then that's how he wins. So he's like, it's so weird, and it's just like, okay, well, you do you, buddy, and I'll do me, but he just won't let me do that. He won't do it. You said you're very attracted to Jesus Christ. Ain't that some craziness? Like, it's just so weird. And the acting, it kind of reminds you of Rosemary's Baby. Remember how Guy, after he made the deal with the devil and shit to sell his woman out? Remember when he did that, guys? So like, it's the same thing with old boy. It's the same exact thing. Like, when I look back on the time that I spent with him, I wonder, was he acting? And he will swear up and down that he wasn't, but I don't believe him. I don't believe him. You know why? Because when somebody really loves somebody, it's typically unconditional. They don't do what he does. So it's like he's an actor or something. It's so weird. He knows how to pretend. It's weird, you know? Gaia love, that's so interesting that you're saying that you are in love with Jesus. Well, that's okay, sweetie. I look, I don't judge people. I'm in love with Clonic. He's my lover. He's my demon lover. So I get it. It could be, it's a possibility. I did have a past life where I had a bunch of sisters and it was really very traumatic. Hmm. This one has been better though. Like, I honestly, guys, like, I'm not complaining about anything. I swear to you. And my spirits know that I'm not complaining. I'm just messing with people. I'm being a little devil, is what I'm doing. And I'm also talking to my people. I'm talking to the people that are here to commune with me, that, feel me and shit. I just like men that are, for me personally, even if it was a man that was a trickster, like a trickster spirited man, I would rather him be a black magic man. I would not want a man that is involved in that church as a witch, because I know that the black magic man is going to have my back. And I had unsubbed from young Pharaoh. I think I'm going to go see what he been up to, because, I don't know. I like men that show respect to the woman, that show respect to Mother Earth, and Jesus would definitely be one of those men, because Jesus had a lot of respect for his mother. But his mother was very divine. His mother was actually a divine woman, as far as, just her energy with, and then also with the protection that she had. So, yeah, we had a lot of money in the family. It was a lot of money, but then It was like the family money, it was like if you didn't do exactly what the fuck they wanted you to do, and if you did anything, they would kind of control your money and shit. They would fuck with you. So they would like cut your credit. They would like, not credit cards, they didn't have credit cards back then, but they would like cut your supply off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or either deny you eating dinner. And I know for a fact that my mother in this life was my sister in the previous life. My mother, Sherry Briscoe, was my sister in the previous life. So that's why me and her are not like mother and daughter because of our relationship in the previous life. But my mother was 10 times worse than her. My mother in that life was very, very controlling. So I left the family and the family wealth and the money. And I went and married this man that took advantage of the fact that, I didn't have family. So he was really abusive. It was a very, very sexually abusive relationship. He was very physically abusive. He was almost like R. Kelly. Like when I would listen to the women talk about R. Kelly, I would be like, that reminds me of my husband in the previous life. Like he was really, really, really fucked up in the head. And I was actually in love with him. I could not let go of the love that I had for that man. I remember it was so horrible. I tried to commit suicide several times in that lifetime, several times. So I didn't live long in that life either. I didn't live to see 40. I died young. I sure did. And I think I probably died of a broken heart. In this life, I'm not as sensitive as I was in that life. So yeah, we definitely dealing with that past life right now because, I've been just doing a lot of healing and stuff and just trying to keep my mind off of it and then focusing on Christmas. For some reason, Christmas really helps. And then putting fires in the fireplace and stuff. So probably, I do feel that I have like a big family out there, like a big spiritual family. And, yeah, so I agree. More than likely you were. We'd have to talk. So I get flashbacks of that previous life. And you know what? He had me so programmed and controlled to and then also I came from an abusive, controlling family in that life too. Like they were really, really, really bad. Like, and so he had kind of gotten me in the mindset to where I don't know why I was so weak. I was really weak in that lifetime. I was just like, I just let this person run all over me. And it's this flashback that I have, and I know it because every time I hear it, it reminds me of something. Like how you just have that wave of memory. And so just that whole thing with, if you cheat on me, I'll kill you, or if you leave me, I'll kill you. It was something about that made me feel secure instead of understanding that I was in danger. So when I was married in the previous life, my husband was so abusive in the previous life that I actually did develop Stockholm syndrome. So I'm definitely not, I would not want to be in that kind of situation. And I understand that with some women, it does make some women feel very secure. But, that in that lifetime, my husband had a lot of money. And he had a lot of power, a lot, to the point where he could have had me put in an insane asylum if he wanted to. He could have me locked up. This was back in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. And I remember it was one that was I was born like in the 40s and I died in the 70s. And why is spirit showing me that I'm correct? Because I got a 77. I reincarnated in on June 23rd, 1977. But this is some of the spiritual energy that it brings in. So that's crazy. Now, if a man tells you that, like, I don't know why it seemed like it was normalized for me because of my ex, but then also because of my ex from the previous life. Like, I actually would get, I was a sick person. I was a sick fucking masochist. I got off on his abuse. I did. I was sick in that lifetime. I was really, really fucking sick, you guys. And it wasn't like no BDSM. It was like it was real. It was like real emotions, real abuse, real heartache. You know what I'm saying? But it was you're forced to accept it. So that's kind of where your sexual energy it gets perverted to the point where you feel because okay, during the 30s and 40s, y'all know women didn't have rights back then. Not really. You had to have a husband or you was just fucked in the game. So men had a lot of control over women between the 30s and the 70s. And you didn't, where the fuck else was you gonna go? Was you gonna go back to your crazy ass family to where ain't no telling what was going on? So you just kind of stayed in that situation, you know? Kind of reminds me of that movie called Enough. Husband, man, that nigga was a sociopath. He was a sociopath, y'all. He was, when she confronted him about cheating, she tried to stand up to him and that movie was crazy because he was like, he smacked the shit out of her. He was like, what? I can't hit you? I can't see other women. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, the romance is over. Okay. Meteor Man wants to know if I'm still doing readings. I don't remember doing readings tonight. I do have my cards right in front of me though. I'm really like, y'all, I'm really into this past life stuff. So I need to write down all of the negative energy that I'm bringing in from the past life, put it behind me, cut the cord. And it seems like it does make you feel much better. Now, I will tell you that there are good things that you can bring, but I remember that shit too. And that's one of the reasons why I felt a draw to 50 Shades of Grey and BDSM. Yeah, me too, Mia Pete. In fact, I'm about to go in a second so that I can go and watch that. Why I think I'm gonna go because I bought that movie. It's in my YouTube movie collection. So that movie was crazy. And he was really crazy because he was not gonna stop stalking her. And this dude had so much power. Like he was hunting her down like a freaking dog. Like that shit was crazy. She killed him in the end though. She did kill his ass. Kalima. It's not that you necessarily have to kill the man, although we know a lot of women do. Um, but it's all about killing their ego. Man, that's what Kali Ma does. That's why I love Kali Ma. Kali Ma is a really quick fix when it comes to overcoming the demon of patriarchy. She is very, very powerful when it comes to that. In fact, you can use Kali Ma for your love work too. She will seduce they asses and break them down. There's this one mantra for Kali Ma. It has like the most, oh my God, it's like some of the most amazing music. And the way that they depict Kali Ma, she just got this fucking bloodlust. And then you see these men denying us food shit. They created the vampiric woman. The whore. You know what I'm saying? The woman that will fucking take from they asses. Oh, you like Amazon Prime? I've been getting into stars lately. I'm not really doing any readings right now, guys, unless y'all just want me to throw the cards. I'm kind of not in the mood. Probably during the witching hour, I'll be in the mood. But to be honest with you, I think I'm going to be laying up in the bed, wrapped up in my blanket, feeling secure. I've had people, you know what, when I was a little kid, I was kind of like a little short kid or whatever. And I don't know, I've looked at myself. I think I was cute as a kid. And I learned from a young age how to protect myself. So I know how to get myself, just in a place where I just feel really happy and I feel really safe and I'm not worried about nothing. And I think that that's really where spirits want us to be. And so I've went through this whole transformation and then discovering Shiva. I think Shiva, like a lot of, okay, so some people think that you have to limit the deities that you work with. It's okay for your main deity to be Hecate, but it's okay for you to sometimes call on Shiva. Just like it's okay for you to sometimes call on the Morgan, or sometimes it's okay for you to call on Kali Ma. So, Shiva has taught me a lot about healing myself and then also being able to control my chakras, to control whether or not I'm happy, sad, or whatever. Because guys, I've noticed people just not on the same wavelength as me. Like for example, I'll be ready to just be done with some stuff and then other people won't. So then they'll start this spiritual war with me. And then when I respond and I clap back, now all of a sudden they don't want to do war. You know what I'm saying? And then on days like, for example, I was being attacked Thursday. Like whoever you are that was doing work on me, yeah. It has nothing to do with your ability to do black magic or for you to curse me. What it has to do, the whole point of it is that I saw the ritual that you were doing. I already reversed it. It's already going to backfire. I'm not telling you that for some kind of suggestion. The reason why I'm telling you that is because I trust my magic. Trust is very important. It has carried me a long way. Yeah, they was throwing stuff at my money Thursday just because it was Thursday. It was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? And I was just like, it don't matter if I don't manifest that money the way I'm supposed to. My spirit's gonna come for you, and then they gonna give it to me a day late. Yep, they gonna give it to me a day late. Cause this what you say to them. Delayed but not denied. Especially when you're an entrepreneur, because you have to be able to keep yourself grounded. That negative energy that's coming from those men that are trying to disempower you, dismantle you, disorientate you. As an entrepreneur, especially as a witch, you can manifest whatever the fuck you want on a daily basis, but they don't want you to do that. That's why they fuck with you. That's why they fuck with you. And it's like, and y'all saw that it started yesterday, and I was exposing it, and they think that that shows their power. No, it actually shows my power, the fact that I'm able to see their rituals. And then also the fact that I am able to see what they're doing behind the scenes and respond to it and infiltrate what they plan to do. Okay? Because right now, their main spokesperson is you know who, Lamar. The other one is being more covert about what he's doing. And Kali Ma will sit on top of him and squeeze his little peepee. His little peepee. And so both of these terroristic men I'm dealing with in another way. I do deal with Mike in more of a sexual way. Kali Ma is dealing with him more sexually, and then the other one is being dealt with in other ways. So they can't compete with these goddesses. That's why I was telling y'all they just can't do it. They want to. Mars is in retrograde. So they are really, really on some crazy stuff right now. And just being dickheads for no reason at all. You know? So I try not to get upset over, you know what I think it is? I think it's the fact that I choose not to be insulted. Because they're definitely directly trying to insult you. And I'm talking about been doing it for 3 months straight. Wanting in on the gag on you. And it's like, wow. And told me today, this dude told me that I was the punchline. I said, wow. I said, too bad you gonna find out who's a joke and who's not. He told me I was the punchline. I said, oh, really? Is there a way to just walk away? Probably not, because, people like that are trying to always take from you. So if they let go of your energy and apologize to your ancestors, then they will be able to walk away. Until they do that, they can't walk away. They can't walk away. No, not after you've disrespected me like that. We got to go on and settle this and finish this. Okay, we got to finish this now, because you have done too much, and you've done a lot of what you're not supposed to do. And see, my spirits are going to demand respect. Respect is everything. Okay, and I am deserving of respect. Okay? So, and all you got to do is say, I'm sorry, but they won't do it. They won't. So then I guess we'll just be at war forever. Whenever I got to deal with you, I know how, and that's all it is to it. And to be honest with you, just calling to your deities and praying to them, you don't have to go and do a lot of work sometimes, especially if it's a situation where the people are extra, extra thirsty, extra vampiric, extra, extra evil. At some point, that person could have been more positive towards me, but instead they decided to treat me like I was a dog. And that's why they getting what they getting, and they don't like it. You think that they like? I probably got about 30 or 40 dislikes on this video. He insists on walking away from me, making it seem like another woman is better than me, and then also trying to take my shine, and I'm not gonna let him do that. You know? So you can walk away as long as you come clean and you apologize to people. You be surprised at how much beef just apologizing to somebody genuinely and publicly will do. This person decided, you're black. I'm not going to do it for you. In fact, I'm going to do this for the troublemaker, the person that started all this crap in the first place. I'm going to decide to not do the right thing. And so then that's when Ma'at comes and she'll sit on your chest. Ma'at is a trip because she's weighing your heart. My heart is clear. That's why I was saying, well, all you got to do is apologize. Why can't you do that? What's the problem? It's a source of fake pride. This man is a black man that thinks that if he were to actually apologize, that would make him less than. Why? Because he would be apologizing to a black woman. And he can't do that because a lot of his platform would get upset. And right now, he's not mad at those people. He's buddy with those people. If he ever decides to flip flop, he'll go over there. He'll pretend to be a good man, but in reality, we know that he's not. And he can't keep arguing about that. And I'm not going to keep arguing with him. I'm not trying to go back and forth with him, honestly. But I still think I have the right to talk about it. They're not going to ignore the situation. They'll have something cooked up tomorrow or tonight. Trust me. But I'm demanding an apology. So that's what my spirits want. My spirits want an apology from Mike. We don't give a fuck about Lamar. We want an apology from Mike. If he doesn't give that apology, then I don't know what to tell you. My spirits are going to hunt you down and they're going to probably try to get karma on you. Go to a practitioner and get it removed. I doubt it if anybody will remove it. So it is what it is. I don't think anybody can. He's got to wake up and realize what he did. It doesn't matter what the fuck he says. It doesn't matter if rappers are dating white women this month. It doesn't matter if, somebody went live and said that black women were nappy head hoes and we were ugly. It doesn't matter. He still has to apologize to my fucking ancestors. This has been explained over and over again. And he needs to venerate he needs to talk to my ancestors. Okay. So, when people do stuff like that, they have to. That's one of the reasons why we apologize. To make it right. This person refuses to make it right with me. Why? Because he feels that my mother hates me. That's the main element, is my mother. So we're forgetting about her. This ain't got nothing to do with Tiffany's power. This is my mother. So if y'all want to go even deeper down the goddamn rabbit hole, you're going to find my narcissistic covert mother. And Mike is reacting to me speaking out against my mother because he is with that stuff. He goes along with it. It's a source of a lot of his supply. He's looking for women with negative relationships with their mother so that he can feed on this very same energy. So it is what it is. He chooses to be the man that he wants to be. I don't know why he's so proud of it. I know he wasn't born that way. The way that he is simply a choice. I don't believe that Mike is a reptilian or that he's evil or that he's got a lizard tongue or nothing, none of that shit. I just think at the end of the day, now I believe that Tip Tap is a demon. She a demon, definitely. He's not. But he is hurt. He's sad for some reason. He feels as though, oh, hey, I hate black women anyway because I've been watching Tommy Sotomayor, and Tommy Sotomayor is God. And don't forget that Mike started out as a Tommy Sotomayor cocklicker. Let's not forget about this. So it is what it is. If people feel, well, Mike, you got a phallus and we gonna worship you, fine. But over here, we are all about the woman. We don't deal with women that do the things that the type of women that they like do. We don't deal with those type. We have the ability to go and manifest our husbands and live our lives. We're not running around in social media like these people did, stalking people. That's not what we did. That's what they did. So now they're changing the story. And now Mike is going live saying, she's not even making videos to you. So they're all playing dumb and in a psychosis. I'm finishing the beef. It should have been the end of it. Instead, I'm being cussed out. I'm being attacked. I'm being harassed. I have the right to speak my truth on the situation. So, and the fact that he would take advantage of a woman, he wanted to take advantage of the fact that he knew I didn't have no family. And that's a damn shame. He should really think about what kind of man he is. I don't care what anybody says. You know? Instead of being somebody that would be a support system, somebody that would be a positive ear, he chose to be negative, talk about me behind my back, and it totally treat me like I'm a piece of crap. And the only reason why Tiffany got away with it is because they were catfishing people. It's totally unnatural, unnormal. I'm glad that this guy's too afraid to come near my house. No, I don't want him to come over here because he's a dangerous man. These women could call him and flash their boobs at him and say, you should go kill Shani, and he'll come and do it. Like, that's the whole fear is. You never know how actually demented and thirsty these types of men are. So I tend to just take care of myself and deal with myself at this point. But what I'm noticing is that it is like this crazy, weird conspiracy. And I have the right to live outside of their reality. It has nothing to do with my reality. My mother is the one that would be destroyed if a man left her for a white woman. My mother would kill herself if a man left her for a white woman. The thought of it would make her want to kill herself. That's why she never moved on, because of the risk of a man leaving her for a white woman. So this whole thing with, the whole thing that they did behind the scenes, a lot of the stuff that they did to play with my head, Mike did behind the scenes. He didn't do it publicly. So now y'all not making videos, but you know what you've been doing behind the scenes. Again, Michael, that is my mother's fear. Like I told him, if you want this woman, then go be with her, because at that point my feelings are gone anyway. If I were my mother, I would have been trying to destroy myself. My mother did destroy herself because of my father. This is not my struggle in life. Tiffany being able to steal my men, that's not a fucking struggle. It's not like that's the center point of my life, but it's the center point of her life. The few low-lifed men that she got to go through great lengths, because Mike went through great lengths for this woman. I mean, he literally like, girl, you got yourself a good one. My end game is going to be when Mike publicly apologizes to me, my grandmother, my family, and my children. Other than that, we are going to stay on his fucking neck. Period. He embarrassed my family. He embarrassed us in front of people. That's why we was threatening his mama. It will if we and we apologized just recently, and he ain't did none of that. That's gonna be the end game. Otherwise, my end game will definitely and absolutely to be to destroy these people, because they have the end game to destroy me. So my spirits are gonna keep going after them until he apologizes. And we're not getting back together. Nobody has to fear that. There will never be a reunion between me and him. Okay, it's over officially. He needs to apologize. He needs to make offerings to my ancestors. Maybe go out and leave an apple by a tree or some shit like that. And then we'll stay off of him until then, because it's not just about making videos. The war still wages even if we don't make videos. That would be the end game, and he can walk away. And then plus also my end game is for me to not pick up on the fact that he's being a sick sicko and a weirdo, allowing those crazy obsessive women to call him and talk about me for hours. I don't want to sense him talking about me either. So that would be the end game. As long as when I sense him doing that, I'm definitely not going to go live and say shit, because this does nothing for business, okay? But when I sense him doing that, talking to people about me in a negative way, I'm just gonna fucking come through spirit and psychically attack his fucking ass. So it's best for him to just stop fucking talking to me or thinking about me at all. That would be best for him. Okay, so what he needs to do is, and I've been working with Azazel, because it would probably be in the best interest of him and a lot of other people to forget I ever existed. Tiffany and my mother and Kat created this obsessiveness around me. So yeah, I will work with Azazel to clear their memory. He was talking about, you need to forget me altogether. It's like, well, nigga, I have before. You the one keep talking about me. That's why he hold on for dear life to those women. And I've never felt that he's let go. In the 6 or 7 years we've been involved with this, I've never felt him let go of the situation. I will know when he's let go, and will never, his name will never be mentioned on this channel again. So that's what we want. Otherwise, he's going to have bad luck bestowed upon him. Sending it to me ain't going to do no goddamn good. Because that's what he'll try to do. He'll try to send it to me. You can't send it to me. So that's where Mike is running into the problem, is that whoever is doing work for him keeps trying to send it back to me. Stop fucking doing that. Stop fucking doing that. That's your energy. You the one decided to turn on your camera and start attacking me and my babies, Michael. You did that. You the one decided to contact everybody. You the one went on a campaign against me. I didn't tell you to do that. Neither did your ancestors. So if you have bad luck and you're going to go through that, then that's just what you're going to go through. Deal with it. Because I know you have bad luck. And I know you're having bad luck. That's why your number is blocked from calling. I don't want to talk to somebody with bad juju on them. And you just have to do that. All last year, that man was disrespectful to me, and I did nothing to him. Every 5 minutes, he was trying to get somebody for me to be jealous of, or for him to try to use against me. He was a disgusting parasite last year. I ain't gonna be up all night talking about them. Hell no. Nobody's even talking about the two of them. We're talking about the fact that Mike is a backstabbing snake. We don't care about their relationship with each other. No one cares about that shit. That shit's boring. That's why y'all ain't told nobody, because we would be bored to death. Trust me. What we're talking about is the treachery that he committed. You got anything to say about that? The unnecessary treachery and the attacks and the terrorism for 5 years straight? I will. I will. In fact, I'm going to get out of here right now. I will see y'all later. I don't know how we got back on that subject, but evidently it was relevant. I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful evening. I am going to leave because I'm ready to relax my damn self. So, y'all have a good evening. I will see y'all later. I've had fun. Quit hating on me because I'm a witch that's laughing at you. You can't destroy somebody by doing that. The only woman that has the capability of being destroyed like that is my mother. Unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with. I'm sorry that you people still haven't gotten it. I'm sorry. It is too very relevant. Yeah, it is. It's very relevant because the truth needs to be told. Nobody's going to listen to you assholes. Y'all are liars. And y'all are kind of pathetic. And I think it's really pathetic. I heard what Mike said. I hooked up with Jamila because Beasley said I couldn't do it. You're a loser. Goodbye. That sounded so stupid. It sounded real dumb. And so yeah, and I'll talk about you. And you can't stop listening, can you? In fact, I'm going to talk about you every day until you apologize. We'll talk about you in some kind of way. But instead of us calling you by your first name, we'll call you Agent Moore. Okay? I do enjoy real life until you started attacking me at work, Mike. I do enjoy real life. Why don't you leave me alone? Why don't you quit thinking about me, talking about me, calling people that I know, harassing people? Why don't you do that? Before you started attacking me on YouTube, I still do enjoy real life. We don't need for you to come and tell us that just because we're live. You don't do YouTube videos. We get it. You don't like YouTubers. You hate that. You don't want to be talked about. Right. I don't like to be talked about either. Quit talking about me to them thirsty women. Quit trying to use me as a catalyst. Yeah, he has a problem. Hey, Latrice, he has a problem with what I said. Well, go away then. Their little fantasy about seeing a black woman hurt, go ahead and look at the woman that you're working for, Cherie Briscoe. That's the one that you don't come over here with that shit. We laughing at you. And we saw it months ago, years ago, actually. I actually spoke of this years ago. So yeah, let's talk about Tiffany and Mike for a little while longer. Years ago, I made a couple of videos, sort of semi-accusing Mike of dealing with Tiffany. So we've been talking about the two of you for quite some time. What's the big deal? Why you don't want us to talk about it? What's so horrible about that? Why you got to tell us to enjoy life, real life? So because we're in social media talking about you, oh, you're living real life with her? Mm-hmm. You're living real life, and everybody else that has a YouTube channel that's successful, they're not living real life. Only you are. Right. Right. Well, why were y'all harassing people that was living their life? Why can't you meet people without having all of that stuff? Is it because you people are socially weird and awkward? Do I need to remind you? I actually made a couple of videos though about Tiff and Mike years ago. talking about how Mike was trying to impress her, doing the Willie Lump Lump thing and, doing the Willie Lynch thing. He hated black women so much that he decided that he was going to try to make a black woman look like a rapist. Remember that? I remember it very well, Mike. So we've been talking about you and Tip Tap for years. Just because y'all keeping it a secret doesn't mean that we don't know. And trust me, I was not the last person to know. I was the first person to know. I know it kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of it, and then it's also very embarrassing and pathetic, but it's all good. Yeah, and here's the crazy part about it. They'll try to talk like I'm lame or whatever, but why are they here listening? When you stop listening, it goes away. Otherwise, I'm going to terrorize you every show. In fact, I got other skits and parodies that I'm going to do of y'all. And you know what? This is crazy. Shouldn't I be the bitter one? Why are y'all so bitter and angry? I thought I was supposed to be the bitter one. Mm-hmm. I'm not bitter at all. So why are y'all so angry and upset? You guys are really, really upset that people know about this. They're really upset. Mm-hmm. Something tells me that, whatever the relationship is that y'all have really ain't as much fun as y'all let on because, y'all seem to really be very miserable. Just call me an empath, but I can tell that y'all are miserable, you know? Then they want to monitor how long you're live. Then they want to say what you're not going to talk about. I might go live with Tina a little bit later if she's still up with it. Me and Tina gonna do a live reading for some of the men in the black sector. Am I supposed to go live and do that either? Oh, everybody just goes, shh, shh. We can't actually let everybody know that Tiffany is a whore and that she's sleeping with two men at the same time that know about each other in social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? We already know what it is. Then they'll say that we're jealous. Yeah, yeah, we all want to have a sexual relationship with a bunch of losers and cuckolds. Yeah, that's what we want. We want beta males. Yeah, that's what we want. Right. But, that's the story that they're telling for her. Why does this have to reflect on me? I want something totally different. And then you'll say, you can't have that. Don't nobody want you. Tiffany is the queen. It's like, what the hell? Why do y'all have to so can't nobody else be, you know what I'm saying, according to their eyes. And see, they already know. Here's another thing. I'm gonna tell y'all this last thing. Mike does not want all of these black men, black women in like the black sector, YouTube sector. He don't want them to know how really thirsty he is for white women. He doesn't. That would completely blow his cover. Well, I tell you what, you built a house of cards, and I told you I was gonna huff and puff and blow that shit down. And I'm gonna need for you to build another platform that don't have nothing to do with me. Oh, by the way, your hate club, you're gonna have to disassemble the hate club. Also, your shiny hate club, the hate club of shiny. I'm gonna need for you to disable that, Mikey. Okay, before I drop a house on your fat ass. Okay. That's all I'm saying. What's wrong with me saying that? I don't want to be with you. Why would I want to be with somebody that sits by a damn messenger all night waiting on a hoe? Why would somebody want that? And then you front on me and make it seem like I want your stinking ass. I don't want this dude. Like, and Tiffany wants me to want him because she's like, yes, I finally. Y'all gotta go look at that video. I swear to God, this is hilarious. We're gonna laugh them into oblivion. Y'all deserve to be laughed at. Stop trying to, use all these tactics so that y'all can't take y'all L because y'all know y'all gotta take it and wear it proudly. But I did a video, a Tiffany love mantra, y'all. It is hilarious. Y'all gotta go over there and see it on the other channel. I will see y'all later, okay? I'm just gonna go upstairs, tickled pink. Literally, I bet y'all be thinking that I be over here crying and stuff because of the few times I've cussed Mike out. Mike, I was upset about you. I was, but it was like a light switch, and now I'm empty. I don't feel a goddamn thing for you. So really, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter, and I'm not gonna do a breakup spell on y'all either. Hell no. Hell no. Y'all stay in y'all little cluster fuck and whatever y'all doing, okay? Seriously. And that's literally what's going on just because I know this female. I know how she gets down. So, sorry for revealing the truth about you that you just want to be a cuckold for Tiffany, but it was the truth and people had to know. People had to know. Is there a problem with that? If you would just go ahead and be honest about who you are, then it'll be fine. Instead, you lie on me. So hopefully that's what he'll do, Meteor Man. Hopefully he'll apologize. If he don't, then trust me, I'm not going to keep talking about him on YouTube. I'll just curse his ass every day. So y'all already know I'm cursing the fuck out of that dude. And y'all already know what's going to happen to him. And yes, I am super duper petty, evil, and satanic. Okay? And I don't give a fuck about nothing. And that's the way that you got to be when you're doing black magic. In fact, I'm dealing with a case right now tonight that I've been sitting there doing work on too, to where it's a man that is molesting a baby. So men like this, and of course it's a different scenario, but we're gonna make sure that nobody falls for your bullshit. Is what we're gonna do. And then also to let you know that I don't give a shit. You are the third man that Tiffany has done this with. The third one. One of them was not my man. One of them, well, yeah, you're the third one. You're not special. You're just, I don't even know what to say. I wish that people would choose better for themselves. Seriously. And it's not like if it's ever been a competition. You're just the first ones that are willing to have a three-way marriage with her and share her and, you know, um, the things that y'all used to do back when y'all was kids. Y'all brag about running trains on women. We know how nasty y'all are. Okay? All right, guys. I will see y'all later. If you guys have dealt with something like this, just get a cord cut. And I'm feeling pretty good right now. I've actually done my cord cutting. I'm feeling really good. Just because I'm talking about it, we need to talk about it. You need to be talked about just as much as you talk about other people. Maybe when you learn how to keep your damn mouth shut about other people and quit calling everybody, talking to everybody, plotting and scheming, when y'all done with that, that will be the end game. Okay? All right, y'all. I will see y'all later, okay? Y'all have a wonderful evening. Love and light.